Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about some Diptyque fragrances. So I've never actually reviewed anything from Diptyque before, and I was looking for a discovery set, but I actually came across this instead at Selfridges. So this has 5 of possibly what I would think are the best sellers. That's why they're in here, and I'm going to talk to you about those 5 fragrances today. So just to give you a little bit of background information about Diptyque first, Diptyque is a classic French brand who, in my opinion, create classic French fragrances and have stuck to that since their beginning in the 1960s. So I think when they first started, they only started out in candles and then they moved into perfumes. But since they've started, they've always made classic French style fragrances, which to me is great because it definitely makes them different to a lot of the other brands in the industry. I have tried the Diptyque fragrances very briefly over the years, but I've never actually reviewed them. In this discovery set, you have got, not discovery set, this is actually a travel set where you've got 5 10 ml fragrances. And in this, you've got Eau Rose, D'Oeson, L'Ombre dans l'Eau, Eau d'Essence, and Philopsychos. And I'm so sorry if I've completely mispronounced any of the names, but I will try to write them down below as I go through each one. So these are all actually EDT versions that I'm going to talk to you about today, and I'm pretty sure some of them have got EDP versions, and they come in the black bottles, the EDPs, whereas these come in the clear white, not white bottles, I think they're all clear bottles. And the first one I'm going to talk to you about is Eau Rose. So this one is a classic rose fragrance. As I said to you at the start, all of these are just classic French style fragrances, and this one is the classic rose fragrance. It opens fruity with lychee and blackcurrant, but you also get the freshness and the green from the bergamot. There is also some light spices in the opening. As a rose lover myself, though, this is a beautiful fragrance. It's year-round, suitable for men and women, and super versatile. It then dries down to a rose, lightly musky, lightly woody scent. So luckily in the UK recently we've had some really amazing weather and it's been so hot, and I've been trying these fragrances throughout the hot weather. So because the EDTs, they evaporate really quickly and they don't last long. But to me, that's not really a problem. But if performance matters to you, then that's one thing you should know about the EDTs, to be honest. But overall, I really like this one. As I said, it's a classic rose fragrance, classic French style rose fragrance, actually. And it is really, really beautiful. You can actually layer this with other fragrances too, or you can wear it by itself. It is really versatile. And the next one I'm going to talk to you about is D'Oeson. Somebody correct me, please. But this one is also an amazing scent. It opens with orange blossom, and it kind of reminds me of the orange blossom oil that I tried in one of my other videos and I spoke about. But obviously that one was super potent, but this smells quite natural, just like that. It's green, it's bitter. This is apparently supposed to have iris and rose in it as well, but I don't really get that in this fragrance. But I do get tuberose and musk with some light fresh spices from the pink pepper afterwards. I feel like there's still an element of green to this in the dry down too. And to me, in the dry down, it comes across like a floral, fresh fragrance. And then also in the dry down, you get like a balsamic touch. Then the next one I want to talk to you about is L'Ombre dans l'Eau. Again, I'm sorry if I've mispronounced it, but this basically in English means a shadow in the water. And this fragrance actually opens like a fresh blooming rose in the middle of a pond with little drops of water on its petals and its stem leaves. It's a super fresh rose. It's very different to the first one I spoke to you about, the Eau Rose, because it has a fruity twist with blackcurrant buds and blackcurrant leaves. It then dries down to a smooth rose scent with a little sweet base and some musk. But yeah, this one has that watery touch to it. As the name suggests, it means shadow in the water. And this definitely has that watery element to that rose fragrance. Then the next one we have got is Eau d'Essence. And this one actually translates to water of senses. So this is another orange blossom opening, but it's more bitter than D'Oeson actually, and more green. It then becomes a little spicy along with the fresh bitter citrus. And it also becomes musky and woody, and that's basically how it dries down. To me though, this one is actually perfect for the hot summer heat wave kind of weather. And this is actually going to make it to my summer list as well because I really like this one, especially in the heat. And then the last one we have got is Philopsychos. So this one is a full-on fig fragrance with actual fig leaves and fig tree wood. So from start to finish, it's just fig. This definitely opens as if you're smelling like ripe, juicy figs. And it also has like this green leaves feel to it. And then as it dries down, you start to get some woodiness. But this is a real fig fragrance. It's nothing else. There's no complexity. It's just fig in every form. So if you enjoy fig fragrances, then this is definitely one you should try. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's green, but not too green, and it's also woody in the dry down. So that one is Philocyclos. So that's my brief roundup of my Diptyque fragrances, which I got from Selfridges. And of course, with this as well, you get this travel pouch as well. I actually like Diptyque fragrances. I know some people don't find anything like interesting about them, but to be honest, it depends on how you look at it, because you can't be going expecting something like Amouage from them, for example, because their brand concept is very different to brands like Amouage. So Amouage will make like, you know, bold, creative, complex fragrances, whereas Diptyque will make creative French classic style fragrances. They have done that since they started, so I wouldn't expect them to change, and I wouldn't want them to change either, because I feel like that's their niche. There are of course other Diptyque fragrances which I want to try, and I will try to head down to their flagship store in London actually one day if I can, to kind of explore some of the other fragrances. But these are the 5 that I've spoken to you about today. If you have any questions about any of them, let me know in the comments box below. Otherwise, I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you guys in my next video.